Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I'm InksLaura123 and this is going to be a book haul video. So basically I've been shopping, got some new books, and in this video I'm going to show you what books they are. And hey, maybe you'll get some, reading ideas. Maybe these books will interest you and you'll want to go and buy them. Okay, so let's get started with the first book that I want to show you, which is by Sarah Pinborough and it's called Cross Her Heart. And very excited to read this book. She's a great author. If you like psychological thrillers, you will love her writing. She's just got like this really cool style of writing, and it really does get you thinking. Her books are amazing. So this is a new one, so hyper to read it. I'm going to read what it's about. So it says, someone is living a lie, but who? Is it Lisa? Haunted by a tragic past, all Lisa wants is a quiet life of her daughter Ava. And when she meets a new man, things seem to be falling into place. But Lisa is hiding a secret so momentous it could shatter her entire world. Is it Ava? When 16-year-old Ava saves a young boy's life, she becomes a local hero. But never in a million years could she have anticipated the fallout of her actions. Is it Marilyn? So Marilyn has the perfect life, her husband, her job, her house. She seems to have it all. But she could never admit to her best friend Lisa the lies she tells herself to get through the day. One moment would change these three women's lives forever, and the secrets they've been keeping could destroy them all. I love books with like secrets. When the secrets come out, the dramas happen, and yeah, very, very excited to read this book. So the next one I want to show you is this one, and this is a book for children, not gonna lie to you, but I know a lot of adults have read it as well, so there you go. So it's called The House with Chicken Legs and it's by Sophie Anderson, and this is kind of like an old kind of Russian fairy tale retelling, beautiful cover, by the way, just really cool cover. So it says, Marinka dreams of a normal life where a house stays in one place long enough for her to make friends, but her house has chicken legs and moves on without warning. So if Marinka's grandmother is Baba Yaga, I think that's how you say it, Baba Yaga, who guides spirits between this world and the next. And Marinka longs to change her destiny and sets out to break free from her grandmother's footsteps, but her house has other ideas. So basically this book in Waterstones was on like a display thing, and on the display it said, if you like the film Coco, you'll love this book. I haven't seen Coco yet, but I've seen the trailer of it and I know I'm going to love it, so I will be seeing that film soon. But yeah, it just sounds really cool and creepy and cute, and yeah, so I bought it basically. Okay, next up is Big Bones by Laura Dockrill. This is such a cool cover. Love that cover, representing the curvy girls there on this book cover. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. So this, apparently it says here, a beautiful love letter to friends, family and food. So this isn't the type of book that I would normally read, but sometimes I do like kind of books that are not my normal type. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't always want a thriller or a fantasy. I like kind of reading like girly fiction, sometimes as well. So basically, it says, meet Bluebell, aka BB, aka Big Bones. She's bold, beautiful, and beginning her summer holiday. But instead of relaxing, she's being forced to write a food diary, and she has a lot to say. Then an accident upturns her family, and BB finds it's not just the diary bringing unexpected change into her life. Max with the dimples, will they ever move beyond latte art and chamomile tea? From Bakewell tarts to best friends via sushi and sisters, lasagna and a love interest, her life is here in all its delicious, hilarious glory. I think it sounds pretty fun, do you know what I mean? Especially when I've read like a few thrillers, they're quite like draining on you and dark, so it's nice to have just like a little pick-me-up, a little fun read. So I got that. Next up, I got this one online. It finally turned up. I'm so excited to read this one. Can I just show you the sides of the pages as well? They look like all old-fashioned and stuff, which is so cool, like the ends of the pages. I don't know if you can see. It's so dark in my bedroom. But yeah, you can kind of see. It's all kind of, yeah. But I think it's really cool. So this is called Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. Rise Up. and I heard so many good things about this book. I love kind of historical fiction. So yeah, it says Jane McKean was born 2 days before the dead began to walk the battlefields of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, derailing the war between the states and changing the nation forever. In this new America, safety for all depends on the work of a few, and laws like the Negro and Native Re-Education Act require certain children attend combat schools to learn to put down the dead. But there are also opportunities, and Jane is studying to become an attendant, trained in both weaponry and etiquette to protect the well-to-do. It's a chance for a better life for Negro girls like Jane. But that's not a life she wants. Almost finished with her education at Miss Preston's School of Combat in Baltimore, Jane is set on returning to her Kentucky home and doesn't pay much mind to the politics of the eastern cities, with their talk of returning America to the glory of its days before the dead rose. But when families around Baltimore country begin to go missing, Jane is caught in the middle of a desperate fight against some powerful enemies, and the restless dead, it would seem, are the least of her problems. So this is supposed to be quite dark, but also exciting, terrifying, provocative. I think it sounds amazing. As I say, I've literally heard so many good things about this book. So as soon as it came out, I had to get it. And as I say, I love the kind of sides of the pages. It looks just like proper old school. I don't know. I'm very excited to read that one. Next up, I'd never heard of this book, not going to lie to you, but I saw the cover and thought it looked pretty cool because it's bright pink and orange and yellow, and I was like, yeah. So it's called, if I turn it on the side there, Soleil. Meet the biggest band on the planet, killing it on stage and killing demons off it. Sounds so random. By Kim Karan. Love the colouring though. Like seriously, it's gonna look so good on my bookcase. And so basically, it says every fangirl's daydream is about to become Millie's nightmare. So when Millie arrives home to discover that her mum has been taken over by something very evil, she finds herself in mortal danger. But the last people she expects to rescue her are the boys in the hottest boy band on the planet. So enter Slay, playing killer gigs and slaying killer demons. Suddenly Millie's on the road with JD, Tom, Neve, Zeke and Connor, helping save the world one gig at a time. I mean, I love boy bands, and I love, like, you know, fantasy and demon killing and stuff like that. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird mix, but I kind of like it. So yeah, I picked that up literally because I like the cover, and then when I read what it was about, I was like, yeah, sounds pretty weird and pretty cool. So I was up for that. This is a very, very beautiful book. Oh my god, look at this book. I wish it was lighter in here now. I should have put my light up and not been lazy. But can you see that? This is Louise O'Neill, and it's called The Surface Breaks, which is, it says, a reimagining of the Little Mermaid story. And if I show you, this is the back, by the way. So pretty. Like literally, this has to be one of the prettiest book covers I've ever seen. But if you take off the dust jacket here, you'll see, look, like mermaid scales underneath. It's a hardback book. It's weird. It is a hardback, but it's like a little version. Because, you know, like normally hardbacks are like, well, there's the huge, but this is like a little baby version of it. So I think it just looks really cute to me. So yeah, I've really been wanting to read this for ages, so I'm very happy to finally have got it. So it says, deep beneath the cold, stormy sea, Gaia is a mermaid who dreams of freedom from her controlling father. On her first swim to the surface, she is drawn towards a human boy. Gaia longs to join his carefree world, but how much will she have to sacrifice? And what will it take for the Little Mermaid to find her voice? Hans Christian Andersen's world-famous fairy tale is reimagined through a searing feminist lens by one of our most talented writers. It's supposed to be very spellbinding. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this book. So it's just so pretty as well. So yes, I finally have it. Okay, next up I am going to show you this book, which is called By a Charm and a Curse by Jamie Questel. Once again, I always say I'm really excited to read the book, but I genuinely am. Like every book I get, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to read this. But I'm excited to read these books that I get. So look at that cover, it's amazing. Black and red and white. Literally most of my books I've got, not all of them, but most of them are that kind of black, red and white colouring. it says, a kiss is never just a kiss. So this is like a circusy book, I think. That's what I read online. It said, if you like the Night Circus, you'll like this. Everyone knows now that I love the Night Circus. So it says, Legrand's Carnival Fantastic isn't like other travelling circuses. It's bound by charm, held together by a centuries-old curse that protects its members from ever growing older or getting hurt. Emmeline, I think that is, Emmeline King is drawn to the circus like a moth to a flame, unwittingly recruited into its folds by a mysterious teen boy whose kiss is cold as ice. I was cold as ice, willing to sacrifice. Sorry. Forced to travel through Texas as the new girl in the box, Emmeline is completely trapped. Breaking the curse seems like her only chance at freedom, but with no curse there's no charm either, dooming everyone who calls the carnival fantastic home, including the boy she's afraid she's falling for. Everything, including his life, could end with just one kiss. So yeah, I love the sound of this. I love like circuses and carnivals and I don't know, stuff like that. So got that. I've got 3 more books to show you if you are still awake and not falling asleep. So this one I got sent to me from the actual author, which was really kind of her. So thank you to the lovely Isabel Ashdown. I've read all her books. I love her writing. She's a great author. And this is like, I don't know if this is what it's actually going to look like, or this is just like, you know, like, because it's quite floppy, so I don't know if this is like the pre-release version copy, but I think it will have this cover. I think it will have, because I've seen it online. So anyway, but yeah, she's a great author and I love her books. So this is called Beautiful Liars, and it says, when two must keep a secret, three's a crowd. So it is a thriller, and it says, 18 years ago, Martha said goodbye to best friend Juliet on a moonlit London towpath. The next morning, Juliet's bike was found abandoned at the waterside. So nearly 2 decades later, Martha is a TV celebrity preparing to host a new crime TV show, and the first case will be that of missing student Juliet Sharman. So after all these years, Martha must reach out to old friends, try to piece together the final moments of Juliet's life. But what happens when your perfect friends turn out to be perfect strangers? So yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds so good. And thank you once again, Isabel Ashdown. Lovely, lovely lady, amazing author. Very excited to read her book. Okay, so I've got 2 here that I'm going to show you. So let's go with this one, Leah, on the Offbeat. So I absolutely loved Simon. It was a wonderful, wonderful book. Or I'll have to say official, don't I? The official title, Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. I just say love Simon now because the film thing. But no, I absolutely love that book. I was just besotted with it. I thought it was so fun and interesting and just wonderful in every way. So as soon as I found out there was going to be like number 2, I was like, I have to check it out. So it says, when it comes to drumming, Leah Burke is usually right on the beat. But real life is a little harder to manage. She loves to draw, but is too self-conscious to show it, and she hasn't mustered the courage to tell her friends that she's bisexual, not even her openly gay best friend Simon. So Leah really doesn't know what to do when her rock-solid friendship group starts to fracture. With prom and college on the horizon, tensions are running high, and it's hard for Leah when the people she loves are fighting, especially when she realises she might love one of them more than she ever intended to. So very, very excited to read this, and I don't know if it can be as good as the other book, but I'm going to give it a go. It looks a really cool title, as cover art as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to read that. And the last book is a book I just picked up from Tesco's when I was shopping the other day, like you do. You go for like food and drink and end up with a book. Well, I do anyway. So this is called Your Turn to Die, and it's called, by Sue Woolman, and basically this is like a young adult thriller. So it says, some secrets can kill. Leah can't wait to spend the week at Rose Short House with her cousins Ivy and Poppy and family friend Jacob. Every year they slip away from the adults to the attic where they catch up and make predictions for the future. So this year, traditions are derailed by a new girl Tatum and some disturbing news. The body of a teenage girl was discovered in the garden, a secret kept for over 60 years. As Leah begins to unravel the mystery, unsettling events around the house start to mirror their their predictions from last June. If she isn't careful, history could repeat itself. So yeah, I literally picked that up because I thought it sounded pretty cool. So there we go, they are my new books. As I say, I'm excited to read all of them, you know, so I'm not going to pick the one I'm most excited to read, but I think cover wise has to be The Surface Breaks for me. I think it's the prettiest cover. It's just beautiful, like yeah, it's just amazing. And knowing that underneath you've got all that, the little mermaid scale things, I just think proper cool. So there we go. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, as I say, please give it a like. That would be awesome. And come follow me on Goodreads. If you're on the Goodreads app, I love Goodreads. And on there you can see what books I've read, what books I want to read. There's so many. And what book I'm currently reading. So that's that. Links down below to Goodreads. And Twitter is @minxlaura123. Instagram is minxlaura123. And Facebook is minx.laura.5. Also, very, very, very quickly before I go, I also have another YouTube channel which is called minxlaura123 ASMR, and on there I make relaxation videos to help people with anxiety, insomnia. Like, if you just want some videos to like chill you out, relax you, check out my other channel. I'm nearly at 42,000 subscribers on that channel, so it's pretty damn exciting for me. Kind of like, wow, I still can't believe people watch my videos. But anyway, yeah, so please go check out my other channel as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Please comment, let me know if, you know, any of these books, like, you know, are making you think, ooh, I want to read that. Let me know. Okay, everyone, take care. And if you're a bookworm like myself, happy reading, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah. Bye.